Where's the pumpkin? Let's see. Let's see, and then there were some up here. There. There's some flowering buds back there. I thought there was a little. Oh, there's one. See that? Yeah. Hi. Hi, little bee. I'm going to talk more about this later, but I see Llamas. Today is August 1st. It's Llamas. Lughnasad, which is a pagan celebration of the beginning of autumn. So if you go to the Farmer's Almanac and the old Celtic calendars, we're a little bit ahead of the Gregorian calendar, or whatever it is. So it is officially for us like the beginning of autumn or the first fruits. And I think of it as a liminal time. It's a good time to change things up and begin ordering things. You might be feeling a bit of that in yourself, that you want to do that. So I'm tidying up my hearth just a bit. There's a lot there that I can't do much with. But it's an in-between time, a liminal space. It's summer is still with us, but it's beginning to sort of let go of some of its vigor, and little hints of autumn are coming, little hints of cozy days. And I'll talk more about this. But yeah, it's a very liminal time, and it's a good time to do some changing, ordering, cleaning, things like that. Kind of like spring cleaning, getting ready for the deeper move toward winter that happens as autumn really, really takes over. Cheers. So Llamas is the celebration of, the first harvest, the early fruits of the harvest. So typically those won't be like our winter squash, etc. But a lot of things like cherries, which I have over here on my table, and grapes, which I'm drinking, and probably many other things that I just can't think of at the moment. I'm not a gardener. I do try to play at growing things, but I have many friends, many mutuals on here who actually do garden and are successful at growing enough food to take to farmers markets and feed their family. One is crooked peach. I know there are a few others. If I can think of them, I'll put them in the description. But at any rate, this is the beginning of autumn. But it's an interesting time because for most of us in the northern hemisphere, it's still quite warm and hot. So it doesn't feel at all like winter is approaching, but it's the beginning, and some of the fruits that we harvest can be turned into preserves and jams and jellies. And that's one of the gifts that our mothers sent down to us that most of us, didn't learn in our modern culture. And there are a lot of channels out there where people actually do quite a bit of those homesteading and things like that. I'm not a homesteading channel. I am probably very much an urban creature at this point, longing to get back to a little more relationship with the earth. And I definitely feel the seasons and cycles of the earth in my moods and in my aspirations. So I'm just burning a little sage to cleanse any negative energy that is lingering in the courtyard, because humans have a tendency to create drama, and there's no lack of that anywhere I've ever lived. So a little sage just to sort of open my chakras and remind myself that I too burn through glycolysis. I consume oxygen, glucose, and turn it into energy and release it as carbon dioxide that the plants use to grow. So this is the beginning of what we see as a result of our inputs into the soil. It's very exciting. Hail and blessed be. Hail and blessed be. So it's like, I know it's very overcast and a little windy, as you can see. So maybe there is just that hint of autumn in the air. Just a slight hint. I love it. We get these days during the summer where you kind of get that cozy day feeling. Those are fun. But I'm not ready. I'm not ready for autumn. I mean, I'm ready for a little touch of autumn, but I wait all year for summer. And it's my favorite. Well, autumn is probably my favorite, except that then winter comes. So it's, yeah. But I need to get out more, and I haven't done that. I wait all winter to get out in the spring and summer, and I haven't done that yet.
No time. No, stop. Come. Come. Come on.
That's our neighbor's giant ice monster dog. Ice giant. His name is Jotun. It means ice giant in Norse. They tell me. So, yeah, it's a beautiful dog. So there's really just still, like, I saw just a little bit of some of the green leaves getting a little bit pale. Up on the path, I've seen a few patches of yellow leaves, but it's still very much summer. Like I said, the first fruits, the first ripening. And interestingly, the Roman Catholic Church celebrates the ascension of the Mother of God, Mary, on the 14th of August. So that would be about the time, anywhere in the northern hemisphere of the first fruits. And so it correlates with its pagan, pre-Christian roots of festivals. But the psychiatrist Carl Jung, transpersonal psychologist as well, spoke of the Vatican naming Mary, Mother of God, as the fourth person of the quaternity, like that it turns the triumvirate God into a quaternity, which is a more whole. And I find that interesting as well. So, we return always to the Mother in these celebrations. The earth is always about the Mother. It's also about the Father, in Babylonian mythology of Danuzi, whose seed gives rise. Well, the mother is feasant and requires the seed, and the seeds emerge from the womb of the fruit. So it's always, circular, and the male comes from the female and returns to the female. The female is primordial according to Darwin as well, but the male or the masculine is like a very potent, basically what's the word that I'm looking for? Well, I'm at that point in my life where words sometimes evade me, often evade me. Not speciation, mutation. So sexual reproduction itself is a mutation, like it's evolutionary, but it's not the only means of reproduction. So having, male and female gametes is a mutation, and it just gives greater diversity and potential to evolution. So I think we can think of that spiritually and culturally as well, that if we can, all of us, get in touch with our masculine, as women, if we get in touch with our masculine, not through the lens of patriarchy, not through the lens of domination, dominion, power over, but power from within, and giving power to, I think there's a lot of room there for growth and creation. There are a lot of Jungians who say that, we wouldn't have grown as a culture or civilization without patriarchy, and I don't think I accept that. I mean, I kind of see their point of view, but I think that you can celebrate the male, the masculine, as in Isis bringing forth her own consort, and then that principle having its own qualities of strength and power, speed, and protection, but both of the dualities have everything, and we should all embrace that and try to find it. I think for me, trying to find the masculine is a big challenge. Yeah. Being assertive, being confident, things like that. And I have a lot of feminine energy, and that I'm very nurturing and things like that. But it's funny that I find that as I have become crone, I'm sort of becoming less patient with the demands on my nurturing. So a lot to think about. Anyway, so I am enjoying some of the first fruits of the harvest. Cherries, wine. Oh. the seed. And this seed can be definitely considered masculine or feminine. Tell me what you think. Hi, Maya. You visiting? Oh. Revision. To open the veil between the worlds. Fire and air, water and earth, the circle of the earth reflects the perfection of the creatrix. The four elements are a perfect quaternity: earth, air, fire, and water. Earth, our mother, body, birth, the sacred. Air, imagination, spirit, inspiration. Water, necessary for life, cleansing, birth, renewal. Fire, the burning, the yearning, the purification, the smith's arts, and all of these together create life. The water that we provide for the animals and with which we nourish our garden and nourish our bodies. The fire of the sun that brings forth all life. The wind that scatters the seeds and the pollen. The earth that contains the seeds and brings forth the leaves and the flowers. May she bring forth her first fruits in sacred, healing, abundance, and joy this Llamas season. Hail and blessed be. So it looks as if it's almost a half moon. And it's waxing. Because a few nights ago I saw the crescent. It's really pretty. I wish you could feel what I'm feeling. The air, there's a lot of activity going on, but we brought our own magical energy to kind of bring medicine, and the air is just so beautiful. It's so nice. And the dogs are all out playing with each other, so the cats have to stay in. Our kitties stay in at dark anyway, just because they like to go places, and there's wildlife not too far, and they will run off at night and they won't in the day. So, and here come Maya. Hello, Maya. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, Maya. Hello. she go. Bye. And so another Llamas is upon us, and the wheel turns. And hopefully we grow, change, and turn with it in season. Hail and blessed be.